And today, what I'm going to hit y'all with is we're going to be talking about this video that I saw go up about where Bailey Sarian put up a video called "What Are We Going to Do?" Now, I haven't watched it yet. But I have a funny sensation in my belly. And I'm going to let that sensation, I'm going to roll with it, okay? I'm going to roll with it. Because if it's as I suspect it's going to be, I suspect it's going to give me that feeling again where I'm like, see, this is why we don't trust white allies. Get mad if you must. Get mad if you must, but it's Black History Month and I don't care. And just another FYI, even if it's not Black History Month, I still don't care. So, because like, man, it gets very frustrating. Like, listen, I think I'm dual streaming, Yoku. So you and Heather, when y'all walk in, I do have to do that. I do have to mute it. And I'm sorry, Canadian sorry. Also, what's up to my Canadian brethren and sisterin and therein? How art thou? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good. I have a lot of things planned. We're still on the partner track. Let me see how close we are. Let me see how many streams I have to make this happen. It's probably way too many. Listen, I'm not going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it in these days. I'm not going to make it in these days. I'd have to hit them streams today, tomorrow, and Thursday in order to be able to apply for partner. So it might be a little rough, but I'm still here. I'm still having a nice time. And so we're going to go ahead and get started into this video. I can't manifest goodness. I only believe that bad things will happen to me. I'm sorry. My pessimism is a trauma response, to be so for real, okay? The pessimism is a trauma response. The pessimism is what keeps me going. If I believe only terrible things will happen, I'm very excited when the good things do. Listen. Thank you. Yes, y'all manifest it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this music and we're going to go ahead and get into this thing because I really want to play more of Nobody Wants to Die. That game is amazing. I'm having such a good time with it.
She was a fairy.
I was in fact a fairy. I did take out the garbage several days ago and I just now put the trash bag in and I feel so proud of myself. You know what I mean? I feel proud of myself. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. No, sit down, please. I know. Thank you. All right, so let us get into it. I'm gonna do this. Look at me, y'all. I had things ready. I pro streamered today. Once again, please don't sit down, please. I appreciate it. Okay. So have hope. If you don't have hope, have spite. Don't let the bastards win. 100%. Sar, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into this. This video is from Bailey Sarian. It is titled, "What Are We Going to Do?"
I'm used to being hostess. It's part of my husband's work, and it's always difficult when a group of new friends.
Hold on.
Time to get acquainted, so I'm perfectly prepared to start the ball rolling.
It'll let me do that. I'm copying the link and dropping it in the chat. I don't know why it won't close. Okay, so that way everybody can watch it. Okay, you can watch it without my commentary. For those of you who don't know who Bailey Sarian is, she makes them videos that are them crime videos where she puts on her makeup, and doesn't really seem to care about the victims, and talks about true crimes. And she has like a lovely time, kikiing, talking about the murder of real people's loved ones, while supplying makeup. And I have a video about that somewhere, but there's 300 videos on this channel. I don't expect you to find it. It's fine. I had a conversation about it, and that's what we do. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes, y'all, I will be muting because apparently I am in fact dual streaming. I have finally figured out how to do it. I still don't absolutely enjoy it as much, but we're here. All right. Because I feel like I can't control things, I'm a control freak. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. So here we go. Let me know if the volume's good. Here we go.
Okay, here's where I'm at right now. Let's get it out of the way. I look like shit. I've been crying. Okay, great. Everything is bad right now. Great. We're all on the same page, right? Okay, great. I look like shit. Everything's bad. Great. I've lost my mind.
Please hold.
Great. Awesome.
Girl, just a side note, I have actually kind of lost my mind, and I would just like to say that the Grippy Sock facility did the best that they could. Honestly, if I could just go back. That's kind of how bad things have gotten, where I'm like, if I could just get back into the Grippy Sock facility, it'd be okay. But it won't be, and that's all right. That's all right. We're here. Okay, how about meow?
Okay. I'm looking at my notes right now because I have so much to fucking say. I have so much to say. Fuck.
Also, just a side note, I did also find on Reddit that I guess she's not a good employer. Allegedly. We'll look into that after this is done. This is a 30 some odd minute video. I'm going to move up the speed because listen, I understand that you're upset or whatever. We're doing 1.5. Let's go.
And I have everything to lose. You know, just, okay, whatever. So it's like, whatever. The Epstein files, the current media, the noise. Anti-Semitism, Trump, rapes, everywhere you look, censorship. Whose side are you on? What are we mad about?
I do have some answers. Whose side are you on? The people, the marginalized folks, trans people, black and brown folks, all of my queer brethren, sisterin, and they then. Okay? That's whose side I'm on. I would also say, and I said this yesterday, a big reason you're starting to see a lot of a lot of my favorite political streamers have been like taking some breaks, because I remember a time when you woke up and like things were mostly fine. Things were mostly fine. It's not that terrible things weren't happening. It's that 37 of them weren't happening every day. Every day you get up and you're like, what fresh hells with an S am I going to wake up to today? It is nightmarish. It's like, it's why like I've taken these days off. You know, I had to go to the doctor. I had to, also my labs came back. They're so good, bitch. My blood is magic. And I don't want to look at the last test in case it ruins my life. But, but I can see, and I kind of decided like, I don't think I'm going to do a lot of political streams this week, because I was just like, bro, I am burnt out, and it's so frustrating. Like, the only good side is the side of the people fighting for a better future. If your side is the side of the oppressor, I don't give a fuck, period. It's like we were living in one of those dark age blood Contessa fairy tales, right? It feels like one of those like fantasy novels, except there is no sex, like the good kind, and it doesn't feel like there's gonna be like a happy ending.
To put all of that aside.
No, we don't.
For a minute. Just right now. We have to put all of that aside right now. Period.
What? I knew it.
Because the Epstein files, all of this has revealed something. It's made it very clear. No, they've made it very clear. The top 1% and the leaders, they don't give a fuck about us. And this is one big board game.
Want to be rude. I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to be a hater, but we can't put it aside, because if you voted for Trump, people said he was in the Epstein files before we saw the Epstein files, and you voted for him anyway. You also voted for someone who's rich. Like, you voted for these types of people to be here. Do you know what I mean? Like, you did that on purpose. You voted for people, like all of these people that y'all voted into office, like you voted for them knowing that this was a possibility. And I think that that's wild. I think that that's wild. I don't know if she did, but it feels like she did, because here's the thing, as soon as somebody starts saying, put things aside, I'm like, you voted for him, didn't you? Like, no offense, but all offense. As soon as people start going, it doesn't matter who you voted for, I'm like, yes, it does, because you voted incorrectly. I know you did. I know you did, because I would never say that to somebody. I would never be like, it doesn't matter who you voted for, because like we're all in this together. No, but it does matter, because you weren't there for us when we needed you most. Like, some of y'all were voting like this was a board game. Like, that's literally what's happening. Some of y'all were out there acting like this was a reality show, and you were voting on America's Next Top Model or American Idol. Like, that's what y'all did. And now you're here trying to tell us, oh, this is awful. And we're all looking at you like, yeah, we told you. We tried to tell y'all. Y'all didn't care. And this includes the people who didn't vote. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we can't just put it aside. Okay. And one of the reasons we can't put it aside is because some of y'all, you're not allies. You're going to pretend to be. And if push comes to shove, you will report us. Do you know what I mean? Because y'all just thought it was going to be like black people and brown people. Y'all thought it was going to be marginalized people getting the boot on their neck. And now that you're seeing it's white people getting that boot on their neck, you're suddenly like, oh my God, guys, this is wild. Why would you think that Trump would even dare care? Even if he wasn't in the files, why would you think that he would arrest his friends? He was racist before all of this. Okay, I'm just asking. I just wanted to ask a question, and I won't get an answer from most of these people. They'll do this thing where then this is all lives mattering, all women matter. No.
Me and you, the normal people, everyday, we're just trying to survive. We are nothing but pawns to them. Period.
But also, you're rich. So we're not included in your we. I'm sorry. No hate.
I sound like an absolute fucking lunatic. Like, who gives a shit? I know. Trust me. I know.
No.
Rip me to shreds. I know. Listen. But put that aside. Because here's the truth. This current system in place has dehumanized us. It's detached us. We are removed from one another. We hate each other.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. We don't hate each other. Marginalized groups have been sticking together from day none. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. See, this is why I keep, you have to be actively anti-racist. You have to be actively fighting homophobia, transphobia. This is why. Because y'all just will say we like we're French, and like, no, wow. Okay. We don't hate each other. I have plenty of queer people in my chat. We like each other. It's the people who voted for Trump. Like, y'all don't like anybody. Y'all don't even like each other. Like, and we know this. So I don't. Wow. Okay. We don't. We've been sticking together for a long time. We've had many movements where we have stuck together. We've just learned, and again, get mad if you want to, but we've learned to not let white people into our movements so much anymore. Because we know how it turns out. Because unlike a lot of y'all, we looked at history, didn't want to repeat it. Because every time y'all come into a movement, you co-opt it, right? You co-opt it, and then you put your faces on it. And then once you get what you want, you just throw the rest of us in the trash. So we have since learned not to invite y'all to the party. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I hope you understand that. We've learned. And if you are in community with us, you know, you're not mad about this. You understand that. The people who aren't in community always have a, well, actually, shut up. Nobody cares. Just go back to your side. This is why we don't support you, because as soon as, no, shut up. Go back to your side. You never supported us. Please don't be over here doing all that. Don't do it. It's weird. It is wild. And we don't like you. we don't like you. We never needed your support because you weren't giving it to us in the first place. So it's okay. You're fine. You can go back to being racist and homophobic and transphobic. You can just like go back to doing that because you were never going to help us in the first place. If you getting scolded a couple of times was enough for you to be like, see, this is why we don't help you. You were never going to.
We're angry. We're really angry. And I'm talking about just us normal everyday people. We're angry. We're really hurt. And we're just like also fighting one another. And listen, this current system in place like wants us to do just that. They want us to do this. They're winning. Do you understand? They're winning. They want us to do that.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean. Is she just now figuring this out? Also, again, she's rich. I have to keep saying this. She is rich. So every time she says we normal everyday people, I'm like, you mean millionaires? Because like I am not rich. Thank you, Yoku. Also, where were you before now, Bailey? Are you just now thinking this? Correct. She is a rich white woman. This video is exactly what I expected it to be. Right. Oh God, I don't really know what I'm gonna do about all this. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more on y'all's end because I don't know if y'all can hear her. I can barely hear her, and I hate turning this shit up too loud because then I'm just like I can't. Then I switch to something and I'm blasted in my headphones. Okay, here we go.
So like right now, I'm talking to you, the person. Listen, I'm talking to you, the human, the person, right now, okay? They, whoever the they is, they're not us, and we are not them. We, the people in America, normal, everyday people, I'm talking to you right now. Whatever agenda you have in your mind, like, put it aside.
No. No, because my agenda is about saving, helping, and caring about my people. I will not put it aside. No. Absolutely the fuck not. Exactly, Corpse Punk. What are we going to do? Who is we? This is how I know there's so many white people who are just like absolutely clueless and have been paying zero attention and are not in community with people who are experiencing this, who have been experiencing this. And if one more person goes, this isn't what America is. Babes, this is what it's always been. This is literally America. This is what it was founded on. Hatred. I don't know what to tell you, but it like legitimately was founded on hatred, okay? And destruction. Why are you surprised? And like, I feel like she's old enough, and this isn't me being in ages. What I'm talking about is school. She's old enough to where she went to school when they taught actual things, like actual history to a certain degree. You know, we still They still like to dance around it, like telling us George Washington wore wooden teeth. We now know that's not true. But I remember my mom's boyfriend got mad because I said America was built on racism. Yeah. Like, this is, Black, brown, and queer people literally tried to get everybody to get it together before the election. Years before the election. We're like, hey, don't let this happen again, okay? We even said, hey, white people, you'll be on the chopping block this time. I think y'all should be aware of this. And they were like, y'all are just doing too much. It's not that serious. Now look at you. Okay, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Got you. That's why, listen, thank you, Pablo, because I was like, once it happened, we were like, what the fuck? Right. And now that they're like seeing destruction against white people, they're like, oh my God. Oh, geez. We've got to do something. Babes, we've been doing stuff. And the reason you don't know about it is because you're not in community with us. And I'm so serious. Again, if that hurts your feelings, I just don't care.
Like, who is looking out for us? Nobody. Nobody is looking out for us. The people. Do you understand? Nobody's looking out for us. And then the worst thing is that they're using our money against us. Like, we're paying taxes. We're doing everything right. Us, the people. We're doing everything right. We're playing their rules. And they're using it against us. I mean, I'm talking like this is beyond what side you're on. Right, left, gay, straight, black, white.
No.
It doesn't fucking matter. Right
No,
now.
it does. It does matter. It absolutely does matter. It does matter. I need you to stop red, yellow, purple, green in this situation, because stop. It matters a lot. It does matter. Again, and I'm going to probably repeat this 1,000 times. Obviously, that's hyperbole throughout this conversation, because I'm going to have to keep saying, you don't know what to do, because, again, overwhelmingly, white people have depended on marginalized people to lead the charge. And we're not doing that. We're not standing in front of all of this stuff anymore. And y'all are all like, what do we even do? I said this a long time ago that we were going to close ranks. That marginalized black and brown queer folks were going to close ranks, take care of each other, find our way to help one another and be safe. And we were just not going to deal with y'all. And this is exactly why, right? Because like we knew this was coming. Literally, the minute that man became president, I need y'all to like wrap your minds around the fact that the reason you don't really see us anymore is because we're helping each other. That's what we're doing. Because this has now become a battle for white people. White people have to have enough. And that isn't me saying that black and brown and queer people aren't helping and aren't going to do anything. What we're saying is it's y'all's turn now for real. Like, you have to do this. We're making our plans for safety, but y'all have to fight this whole regime. We can't be on the front line. Like, we literally can't. Because the world doesn't care when black and brown people are getting killed. They just, it's very obvious. Because if you look at how people respond to what's happening in Africa versus what's happening in Ukraine, two completely different things. Same thing with Palestine. If you pay attention to how people react, like, oh, they're brown people? Who gives a shit? Oh my God, those are white people. They look just like us. We must do something. Like, we've been aware of this for a long time. It does matter. Good morning, Boo. I'm so glad you had a stream yesterday. It was amazing. I was lurking and then I went to sleep. But we've been aware of this. We've been trying for years to like educate y'all, to explain things. And y'all always come back with, you're doing too much. It's not that serious. Y'all make everything about race. Okay. These are the same people who are like, it's a class issue. Babes, you have to tackle the racism. You have to tackle that. Because if you don't tackle it, if you don't tackle that aspect, my darling, you'll never fix anything. As many have said before me, until Black people are free, ain't nobody free. We kept trying to tell y'all that. And y'all said, no, you're wrong. And we were like, okay. And now look at us. We're dealing with these people. I guess they suddenly woke up to reality. It's wild. It's wild.
Right now, it does not matter. We are not the 1%, and we will never be. I don't think we want to be, honestly, because they're gross, to be honest. And if you want to be a part of that, that's great. Move along. I'm talking to those of us who don't want to be a part of this fucking game. What are we going to do?
Hi, there's organizations that have already been in place. You can join them. I know it's wild, but we have these things. They're computers. You can have a laptop or a tablet, a PC, a cellular phone, mobile if you're in the UK and Australia. And you can get on it and be like, activist groups I can join. How do I help? Doop doop bop beep boop bop beep bop boop bop beep. And then you can join these organizations. It's another form of volunteering. People have been doing it for a long time. Right, Speckles, she really thinks she's doing something revolutionary, huh? Right. It's very wild. There are hi. If you've listened to Black Women at all, you know that there are established community orgs already. Period. And then Mac Wilk over here. We bought a yard sign that says "Come back with a warrant," and it's a Barbie Dreamhouse styled. So I hope we are at least signaling a little bit that we are okay whites. I love that. Yeah, Frog. We could have had an equal rights amendment if it weren't for these late to reality white women. Correct. Like, yes, Hermie, classism and racism are two sides of the same coin. And this is the one I was looking for from Mac. Both of my neighbors don't speak very much English, and my partner and I have had serious conversations about what we would do to protect them if something happened. Right? Because I don't, in my line of work, I don't see people actually being pulled off the street, but I do see them suddenly just disappear from their homes. Their mail stacks up and stacks up and stacks up. They never come get it. And I've been paying attention to the last names of these people. And it's not Smith. So I've also, and I keep saying that I've never seen so many passports as long as I've been doing this job. People are doing everything that they can to escape. So when you're like, what are we going to do? Babes, there's organizations. There's streamers that can help you, that have information. There are other YouTube content creators that have information. There are people constantly like giving you information on how to do things. It's wild that you didn't look any of that up. Why would you make a video that's literally you just being like, oh my God, guys, everything sucks and it's on fire. Watch me cry about it. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't mean to be so pessimistic, but like I'm really tired. I'm exhausted of this mentality. I'm exhausted of it.
And why am I the one fucking asking? I hate that. I fucking hate that I'm the one asking this question.
What do you mean you're the one asking this question?
Listen, I know I sound like I'm losing my fucking mind. I know, discredit me, drag me, what the fuck ever you think. What are we going to do? It's like we're at this point where we have to create a new system. Like we seriously have to come together right now. We need to put all our differences aside for a minute.
I'm so sorry about the pterodactyl screech, and I hope that my mic clipped it. Baby Jesus. whilst I don't, I've said this before, I don't like to read a lot of revolutionary texts because they're boring and I have ADHD. Like nothing exciting happens. I need someone to explain some of this stuff. Like we're besties. You know what I mean? Like when I was in European history in high school, my high school teacher did explain it like it was hot goss and it was amazing. Okay. That's how I learned all the things. I learned about the mayor of Flanders that way. I learned more about Joseph Stalin that way because he explained it like he was telling me gossip. And that is my favorite way. Okay. um, yeah. Thank you, Valley. Like this actually, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Oh my God. I don't. And I know that people would say, you should be glad that she's waking up. And to that, I would humbly say, bitch, fuck you. Because we did that. Do you know what I mean? Like it was back here. That was in the past. We kept doing that then, and we made a lot of orgs. People and those orgs are still going. Literally out here trying to get shit done. And if you're a content creator, many people were asking people to speak out. And some people were just like, I don't feel qualified to speak out on it, but I don't believe in injustice for any type of person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. Here, like, do we, Mac, she does literally do dark history. She's supposed to know and understand this. A girl. What did you say? It's frustrating because it's the same pattern every time. Some kind of massive injustice occurs. White people wake up for all of 2 seconds, and the first thing they do is this: all tears and what do we do? And running around like headless chickens the entire time, ignoring the about if systemic power that they have at their literal fingertips. The amount of systemic power they have at their literal fingertips, and looking at the very same people who are suffering to solve problems they benefit from. Correct. And it's one of the reasons why we constantly kept saying, like, nobody's asking you to apologize for being white. Please stop doing that. It's fucking weird. It is very weird. Nobody's asking you to apologize for that. Nobody's saying you can't be proud of who you are. Like, nobody's saying that. What people are saying, though, is you benefit every day from whiteness. And please stop with it. Well, I didn't grow up rich, and like, shh. Be quiet. All right? Listen, Beth Ann. You made it through extra rounds, right? Of a job interview because you're Beth Ann. Even just your name on the paper is what got you into the interview. There are Black people who have quote unquote white names that their parents gave them because they wanted to try to help them with that. They're like, hey, if your name is also Beth Ann, at least you'll get the interview. So I desperately, she's already, we need to put aside all of our put our differences aside for a minute. No. Your differences is that a lot of y'all didn't give a fuck about what happened to the rest of us. And now you want us to welcome you in. Listen, every time people have done that with white people, it's gone bad. Blankets full of smallpox. I need you to understand that. No, thank you.
And we need to come together. Like, however you identify, it doesn't fucking matter. Right now, just put it on hold.
No.
Put it on hold.
No.
Because right now, we all need to come together as one because we are much more powerful than them. The 1%, these billionaires and all that. Can we agree on that, at least?
We already knew this. We already knew this. That's what we were telling y'all a long time ago. And y'all got focused on fucking bathrooms. Y'all said we don't want trans people in the bathrooms. And we said, hey, they're going to take away our rights and make us all slaves. And then y'all said, trans people in the bathrooms. That's all. Why can't we all just be friends? Right. It just, do y'all remember? It was a very old movie, and now I can't remember all the aspects of it, but a girl tries to throw a party and she gets sad because no one comes to her party, and then she just like goes to sleep. And then while she's asleep, the party happens, and it's like the most bomb epic party, and she sleeps through the whole thing. That's these folks. They're waking up and they're like, oh my God, guys, we've got to do something. We've got to get together as groups. We have to organize. And I'm just like, the party already happened. Unfortunately, you just woke up, but we're already organized and doing stuff. Like, I'm really sorry. Her and most libs like her struggle heavy with praxis. Oh my God. Hi, fried bologna sandwich. It's just like, I don't even know what to say to people who are doing this. Like, I'm just like, okay.
Listen,
all right.
They have our data. They have our social security numbers. They have our bank numbers. They have everything about us. You swipe, what you like, what you don't like, where you shop, where you drive, your location. Whoever the fuck they are,
we know who they are.
About us. And they're using it against us.
And people are trying to tell you that.
Up and keep playing along.
So FYI, during the protests in, I don't know what time is anymore, was it 2020? During those protests, 2021, my brain made of spaghetti. Many people explain things like, hey, make sure you don't take your phones, keep your face covered, like all of this, because we were aware of how tech was being used. Even right now, she could literally go watch a video by Taylor Lorenz talking about how they're trying to destroy the internet for us. And listen, I'm not the smartest person in the room. I never want to be. Okay. That's a lot of pressure. And I don't like to work under pressure like that. But I just find it fascinating that she's over here with this. What are we going to do? There's so many resources. Okay. So literally, like, here's some of the, if you're not on the Twitch end, let me just show you. So there's Denims who has information for you. We have Struggle for Marcus. One of my favorites. Okay. He's great. He has a lot of information. Okay. We're going to have Gremlo. Okay. There's a lot of information that he can provide you with. He can also just chill. Jesse Jackson, RIP. James Vanderpeek, we're seeing how that works. We have Jason D100. All of these people can give you information, can talk about things. Okay. Another channel that I watch is, if you're looking for help, I can't spell, yo. This is one I watch. Brett. Okay. Cinemarxism, tons of information to help you out with being able to organize, right? Has so much information on helping you to organize. Shonda Black, information helping you to organize. You can watch on YouTube. You watch Taylor. You can watch Olay. You can watch Foreign Fridays. You can watch FD Signifier. Shout out to FD. Thank you so much for finally dropping that Tyler Perry video. I appreciate it so much, so much. Love that you've done that. There are so many places for you to get information if you want it. Unfortunately, for a lot of y'all, they're from Black and brown creators and y'all don't watch them, or us, I should say, because I am also, in case you didn't know, Black. I know It's shocking. But yeah, there are tons of radicals and anarchists literally talking about how to exercise activism as a muscle, period. Like Elliot saying too, thank you. There's so many people as deep. Like there's so many people that you could go to, and it's easy to find them. It's not like it's hard. It's not like it's difficult. It's not like you know, even though Twitch doesn't necessarily have an algorithm, but they are working on it, honestly. But there's so many different avenues that you could go through. If you didn't want to Google stuff, that's fine. Because like, you know, Google's kind of been destroyed by people being able to pay to put their shit up top, and also all the AI stuff. But not you saying maybe she never heard of YouTube. Damn it. She's on YouTube. Yeah. Anansi's Library. There's that one that somebody just put me on. Hell, there's Hassan if you want to watch Hassan. You know, there's so many different creators that you could look to, because you don't have to start organizing from the ground up. And I feel like that's another problem that a lot of these like white libs have, is that they don't understand that they don't have to be like the face of their, like they don't, you know what I mean? They always want to be like the leader. Like, look guys, I'm doing something. And I'm just like, there's already shit in place. Why would you build a yacht from the ground up when there's literally a yacht over there that you could just get on? You could just get on that yacht. Why are you doing this? Yeah, if you watch one video, you'll get fed more. So it's wild to me to watch someone be here crying on cam. Like, yes, stop reinventing the wheels. It's been invented and perfected. Correct. There's already people who know how to do this. You just have to join them. I hope she has some answers somewhere, because it's wild for you to come out here crying, being like, oh my God, guys, it's really fucking bad. I don't know if you see it, but there's fire. Yeah, like I'm saying, you actually should not organize from the ground up. Use the tools and experience of many other people to use your energy and money in better ways. Correct. Like, y'all get on my nerves. And again, I know that there's going to be the people who are like, I'm glad that people are waking up. And like, yes, I am glad. But this shit right here, stop doing this. Wake up and then tell us what the fuck you learned. That's how you ally. You wake up and you tell us what the fuck you learned, and use that information to help other people who are waking up. Don't come out here crying, being like, everything is fucked up. I'm a millionaire and I am scared. What are we gonna do? Like, please, for the love of all that is good and holy, we need y'all to have answers now, because we're now into year 6 of trying to get y'all together. We don't have time anymore to get y'all together. We literally don't. We don't have time, we don't have energy, and we sure as fuck don't have the resources anymore. Our resources are going to helping people now. Like, we can't, we tried to get y'all on board before it got to this point, and y'all didn't want to get on board. This doesn't feel like she woke up to the actual world. She woke up to the white world. The more she says we have to come together and put things aside. Right. She's like that screaming husky that gets the other huskies screaming, doing nothing. Please don't say huskies right now. We are currently having a talk about Bailey Sarian and the way that white people are randomly waking up, apparently, to the nightmare that is happening. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know how they got there. But for those of you who don't know, she does true crime content where she puts on her makeup and talks about real people who have died. Not died, were murdered. It's a very odd dichotomy, but you know, YouTube side, if you're not over here on Twitch, you see the fun we're having? Okay. All right. So here she is. This is a 33-minute video. It shouldn't take me this long to go through it, but it's like every 5 seconds she says some wild thing. Hi, Lilith. Yeah, ads are starting in like 3 minutes. So you can subscribe, get gifted a sub. You can get turbo. You can also, what is it? What's the other thing? Prime? Sure. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. Not you tried to watch this earlier. Oh, God. Listen, I'm a bougie bitch too. I used to really like Fiji water. They have changed it. It's like literally tap water now, and I can tell the difference in my water. It is tap water. Now Ozarka tastes better than Fiji water, and I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. They're still charging you premium for it, but it's tap water. The thing that's wild to me is that she's like over here saying we. We've got to do something. And then she just like, busted out her Fiji water. For those of you who don't know, that bottle is almost like $3. I used to get them until, again, because Fiji water was better than regular water. It's not now. And so I don't do it. I'm surprised it's still up. Listen, me too. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me out here like, oh my God, guys. What are we going to do? Girl.
The system,
That's
the
okay,
system that is
Cam.
currently in place, the system, the government, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not here to help us, save us, or do anything. Like, it's just not working, you guys. Look around. It's not fucking working. What we're doing right now isn't fucking working. Can we agree?
We did agree.
For those of us who can agree.
6 years ago, we agreed.
What the fuck are we gonna do? I look like SpongeBob. Oh my fuck. I hate this. What the fuck are we gonna do?
And also, I would just like it if
Voting
she
is
could
too slow.
If she could stop talking about how she looks while she's trying. I'm going to snooze this ad. I'm going to snooze them as long as I can, for those of you who just rated in. Coming out of Lurk to say hi and also to agree with the point you were making. I'm trying not to be super frustrated that liberal apolitical folks are acting like this crisis is new, when this was literally what we have been saying for the last decade at least, but especially in the last 6 years. And then again in the last 3. Yeah, this is a thing. And I've been saying this. I first of all, I'm not a nice person. I'm not. I I have so much patience for a period of time. But the patience is long since gone because people tried to teach for so long and we got hated on. We got people being rude. We got why do you make everything about race? Why, like, all of this bullshit kept coming down on us at every turn. Every single time we tried to explain what's going to happen. And now that it's happening to them, now that they are feeling again the boot on their necks, the necks that they thought were going to be black, brown, and queer people, now they're just like, what are we going to do? So I don't have the patience anymore. Back when we had patience, we were trying to help, and y'all were still coming out of the woodworks being weird about it. And now y'all are scared. And we're all like, well, anyway, we've already got community. We're already putting shit together. And we're at a point where we can't trust y'all to let you in. Like, we can't trust you now. Because you're going to turn us over to the feds. Like, at this point, y'all are our ops. And we can't let y'all in now.
The systems that are currently in place are too slow. They're not working for us. Can we agree?
Also, we said that during Gore.
So what are we, the people, in America right now, what are we going to do?
So again, there's people protesting, all right? There are first responders. There are people who help out in the first responder section by like reporting ICE in locations. You can easily find that. There's a website called ICER. So, and you don't use the phone number unless you are actually reporting an ICE sighting. So there's things that are happening. There are communities. There are people helping to shield other folks from getting snatched up. What do you all think she wants people to do? I have a couple of theories. It's just out here like, Black women save us. It's just, there are no invites to the cookout. The cookout is done. The club is full. Sorry. I love y'all. Like, I don't understand where these people came from. And again, it is good that you're waking up, but like, you should have been awake a long time ago. especially considering the type of exploitative content you make. Do you know what I mean? Like, you literally make content that is about people who you're just like, these people's families are still alive. And you're just like making, and you mispronounce people's names, which is actually fucked up. But, you know, okay, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. I have not seen that yet. It's not like, I don't even know why ICE is still icing, because baby, they're not getting paid. Quit.
Because if we've been collecting data, we've been noticing how other countries are doing shit and they're doing it better and all that, blah, blah, blah. Can we agree? Great. So what are we going to do? Because everyone's just sitting around complaining and no one's coming up with a fucking plan.
No, hun, you're just white and not in community. You're just white and not in community. Many people have plans and have been enacting plans. They've been doing shit. You have been living in your mansion. That's all. That's all. Like, right. Who is no one? This is why I don't have patience. What are we going to do? No one's doing anything. Babes, black and brown and queer people have been doing shit from day none. There are people right now who are housed. There are trans people right now who are housed because of internet friends they have, who helped get them out of places that had put in and enacted horrifying laws against trans people. Okay? They're housed now because they are in community. They have places to stay. I genuinely and disrespectfully, fuck you. I need you to get it together. Like, I don't care. I know there's gonna be people who are gonna get mad at me. I don't care. Swole Rabbit said, the gag is it's not even hard. Like, all you have to do is show up and say, guys, what's the plan? And follow. It's not even hard. Right. Femme Dandy said, I'm so sick of people recommending her to me because I am into makeup and true crime. I don't agree with both at the same time. 100%. Like, I don't understand what the hell you're doing. Yeah, Girly has never heard of community mutual aid, and it shows 100%. It is showing that. This is the face of those who just have never really been doing anything active in helping other people. Like, I feel like if you tell her what mutual aid is, she's going to come on and do a video and be like, oh my God, guys, did you know that there's like this thing that you can do? It's called mutual aid. Okay, hear me out. I know it's going to make me sound crazy or whatever. But like, I just feel like that's going to be the video we get out of it.
What are we going to do? Jeez. And why am I the one saying this?
You're not.
Oh, I hate it. But I know someone out there, as long as one person out there, here's what I'm saying.
There are thousands, if not millions.
Understands. I'm talking to you. Like, what are we going to do?
Do you?
Nobody's looking out for us. The people. We're being snatched off the streets.
No, we are not. Again, you are rich. You are in very little danger of being snatched off the streets. And who is it that's truly being snatched off the streets most of the time? Again, Olay literally did a video explaining to you, all of us, about the way that ICE behaves and like the reason that they murdered those people in the street like that, white people. And it was very deliberate to say, hey, if you try to help the marginalized, this will be you too. She outlined that. The video is not even long, baby. I have ADHD and I followed it. Girl, like, wow. They want full credit for the group project. Right. This is a wild video to film and then put on the internet in 2026. I want to be more thoughtful, right? I want to be a person who's like, no, I can't. Because again, there's 33 minutes. Is the entire 33 minutes of her being like, what are we going to do, guys? How are we going to stop this? As if people have not been. I want to know I want to know what her YouTube homepage looks like. That's all. What is it? Okay.
Rated. You own nothing. We're paying all these taxes. We're doing everything right. We've been playing by their rules. We did the colleges. We've been paying the mortgages, the banks, the trusts, the estates, the taxes, we've been doing it.
Thank you for the follow.
And it's not working. Because at the end of the day, we, the people, are just looking for basic shit. Home, safety, food, security, and like a future. Having some type of security. Like us as humans.
I'm gonna be curious. Hold on. Oh! Listen, these aren't exact. Don't... These aren't exact. I was just curious because I'm that bitch, okay? I am a bitch, and I also like to research things because she keeps saying we, and I'm just like, so they're saying that her net worth is projected. This was February 1st. 2026 is when it was updated, projected to be around 2.5 million, with some estimates suggesting it could be as high as 3.5 million. What do you mean we? Why are you using we like this? Darling, if I lose my job, we lose our home. We won't have electricity. Okay? I feel confident that the majority of people in this chat, if one of them in their household lost their job, they would be fucked. And you're over here like, we. She could hire someone to figure this all out for her. She has enough money to just be like, hey, can you tell me what's going on in the world? She could Tony Stark her way through this. She's just like choosing not to.
Can we agree that at the end of the day, we all want the same thing?
No.
Safety, love, and security.
No. Some of y'all want safety, love, security, and for Black people and queer people to just disappear off the face of the earth. Those are different. We don't all want the same thing. I'm going to throw that out there again.
And this current system in place has given us none of that. Holy shit. Can we agree? Voting's too slow. Systems are just too slow. We're all afraid to speak up because of how divided we all are. You say anything.
Hey, do you remember when we used to say ACAB? We still do, but we used to say it too. And then we told y'all, actually, you have to defund the police. You can't give them any more money. And that police systems aren't there for the people. They're there to protect capital. They're there to protect the billionaire class. They don't give a fuck about the rest of us. And they don't have to solve crime, which is why crimes go unsolved. Remember when people were explaining to folks being like, oh, these serial killers weren't actually criminal masterminds. You remember that? And we said, hey, these are not actually criminal masterminds. It was just they were white men. People were like, oh, Ted Bundy was so crafty. And we had to explain, no, he wasn't. He was just white, and the cops don't know how to do their jobs. And they reframe it, later. They end up reframing these people later and telling us that they were so sneaky. And we tried to explain this. And then y'all said, we need police. Thank you for the follow. Y'all said we need police. Who's gonna protect us when we're robbed? And then we said back to you, they don't even do that now anyways. They show up after the crime, so it doesn't feel like they're doing anything. And then y'all were like, protect targets, protect these businesses when people raid and loot them. And we said they have insurance, so who gives a shit? Pepperidge Farm remembers. It's me. I'm Pepperidge Farm. I love this. This just like Fem Dandy, this should have been a private moment. Period. Okay? And I understand that, you should have private moments because sometimes I think a thing is funny. I share it on the internet and then people are like, ew, I can't believe that you would have sex with Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have shared it with you. I thought it would be funny. Some of y'all don't know how to kiki.
They need to get ripped to shreds. I'm gonna get ripped to shreds. I'm gonna get dragged.
Of course you're gonna get
But
dragged.
listen, it's all
this is dumb.
noise, preventing us from coming together as one unit. Like,
You're not gonna get dragged because you're speaking up. You're gonna get dragged because, again, you showed up to a party that's already started. And you're confused about what's happening. And so far, you have like nothing to contribute to fix it. And you keep including yourself in this we when you have money. Let me see something. Perhaps in here, you would have like no. I was seeing if, let's see. Okay. Nope. That's a summary. That's an AI generated. I thought that maybe in here you would have something that you were going to do with your funds to help people, perhaps some mutual aid. Perhaps you were going to give money to something. Nope. Nothing yet. Are you in a hotel? Like what's happening? And I promise, and I didn't even fully read the comments, but some of the comments I saw, I was just like, yeah, it's more them, more than white people who are like, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't watch anybody who doesn't look like me. And therefore I have no idea what to do and what's going on and how to get help. This is why we were trying to tell y'all so long ago that y'all needed to like pay attention to Black, brown, queer creators. You need to pay attention to the marginalized folks. And like even in the beauty space, we tried to tell y'all that. And you're like, I don't know. I just like can't tell if a foundation is good if I can't see it on the same exact skin tone that I perchance have. Okay. Now look at y'all running around trying to get help. And it's not hard to find. It literally isn't. Which tells me that you don't actually want help. You just want to do this grandstand thing.
us, the people. And why am I saying this? Like, I'm so embarrassed. But, like, we need to come together seriously as one unit, you guys. We need to stop with the pettiness and pointing shit out right now.
No, we have to...
Because we all have the same goal.
We have to point shit out. Because we don't all have the same goal. Case in point. Women's suffrage. Okay? Black women thought we had the same goal. Turns out, no, we didn't. White women threw us under the bus. They got what they wanted, and they were like, anyways, darkies, see y'all later. That we don't have the same goal. Again, we learned from the past. We absolutely do not have the same goal. You can't say that. We're not all gonna come together in kumbaya. Like y'all do this every time, every single time. And anytime we ask y'all to like not do something out of respect, you just do it anyway. Like we said, hey, don't call us sis. Y'all said, whatever, sis. Okay, sis. We're like, all right. Like y'all don't think about how your past actions influence what's happening now. Because you're right, like that, and like you don't really experience consequences the way the rest of us do. I'm just saying that to you. I'm saying it to you. You don't experience consequences the way the rest of us do.
We all just want to be happy. We want to feel safe. We want to feel secure. We want to feel love.
Right, Tony.
We want community. We want belonging, blah, blah, blah. We want to just, like, not feel like an inconvenience. Right? God. You break a leg and everything is just your fault. But but it's like I'm paying all this money though. So if I break my leg, it's not supposed to cost me money. So why is it can we agree that none of this is working? And can we agree? And why am I the one fucking saying this?
So, as a former beauty content creator, I regularly run across threads in varying forums where people are absolute monsters and ghouls when a creator is like doing a GoFundMe either for their medical bills or for someone else's, and they're like, you're rich, you should just be able to pay for it, as if we don't all know that these expenses are like astronomical and the shit that they're charging you for is like so expensive. They're just like, we put a band-aid on, like every band-aid has a charge, like all this shit has a charge. And I'm always like, I think you need to separate like the two things, you know, because I do believe that we should all have that's simple. That's like not even that's just rote at this point. Believing everybody should have access to medical care doesn't make you a leftist. It just doesn't. Like that's just human. That's caring about human beings. That's it. That's all. Everybody should just be able to, like, it should be free and accessible. We should not have to pay a fucking dime. We should just go to the doctor, get help. The end. Like that is what should happen. But we don't. And so when people do that, I'm like, I don't think everybody understands the difference between, like, you know, liquid funds versus non-liquid funds and trying to get access to the non-liquid funds. And the way that the system works to like really screw you out of every dime that you've got. So I don't care about that. I just don't care. If people put up a GoFundMe for their medical expenses, I literally don't give a fuck. Like, and if you want to help them, cool. If you don't. But she keeps acting like this is very white of her to act like she's the only person on the planet to be saying anything about what's happening. Meanwhile, Noah Samson has been out here talking his ass off about Palestine. His ass off. His whole booty. Turb has been talking about that. Sudan, like he's been out here. If you don't know Turb, TIRB. Like there's so many people who have literally been telling you this shit all the time. So again, this is how I know you're not in community with anyone. Because you're over here be like, why am I the one talking about this? Baby, there's been people talking about it. What do you mean? And she said she's looking at her notes. If this were a class, you failed.
Oh my God, I hate it. Oh my God, I'm so insecure.
Oh, Saturday night, there's a lot with the Vanderbeek situation.
But it's working. They want us divided. They want us focused on petty shit, like how I look and all that shit, because it keeps us divided and it distracts us from actually coming together as normal people. What are we going to do?
I'm going to show you something. Okay. Let me do this. I'm going to show you something because here's my viewfinder is right here. Okay. This is the camera. All right. I'm looking at you. Right. Okay. Now I'm looking at me. I'm showing this to you for a reason. Now watch this video. Not you laughing at me.
Nothing that we have complained about for ages from the beauty community.
Right.
No one's talking about this. No one that you watch or
Correct.
care about is talking about it.
Because I'm just a regular black person that she's probably gonna block. But like I engage the bitch motherboard. I'm excited. She keeps talking about her looks and how she should care about her looks. And I just need you. The reason I did that, just keep paying attention.
What are we going to do? We are like way too distracted by the noise. Nobody's taking care of us financially.
She's struggling to just look here.
No one's taking care of us. We're doing everything right. We've been working. We've been paying the bills. And for some reason, we still can't like afford basic shit. So what are we going to do? Because this
So if you had been watching anybody, what they would explain to you is that one of the reasons that people have a hard time rising up the way that we'd like to is because the system that has been put into place for a long time has in fact been designed to keep us working and unable to take care of ourselves in a meaningful way, which means that it's harder and harder for you to organize. It's another reason why people have a hard time taking care of their children, iPad babies and all of that kind of shit, and iPad kids, cell phone kids sat in front of the television are all a result of a system that does not allow for parents to be able to actually sit down and parent their children the way that they would want to because they're always fucking at work. We've been talking about the minimum wage for forever, and they still ain't done shit about it. Like, understand if our wages had kept up with inflation, this would not be the problem that we would have. And it is one of the reasons why we hate Reagan, many reasons, but destroyed the systems that we had in place, right? To keep this from happening. Because capitalism will always lead to this. It will always lead to fascism. It will always lead to greed. Capitalism will never lead to anything but this every single time. Because it's all about more. Gimme. And we've said this for a long time. You can go back and find these videos. We're very, very distracted. And it's hard not to be. It's not just because we're watching Netflix. It's not because of TikTok. It's not because we're just like on the internet. This kind of shit is the space we do in between. Like it's what we do in between to just give ourselves like a little bit of joy. Okay. We went from having like actual, 8-hour work days to people working 9, 10, 12 hours a day. And on top of that, some of these people who are doing that have children. There are people who have to have 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And this has been happening. This has been a situation. I'm confused. What did you take notes on? At this point, you could have just put makeup on. If you're so worried about how you look, like you just put the makeup on and do this little performance, I guess. So far, your performance is getting a D.
The system isn't working. Jesus. It's like everyone is holding us hostage and we're all pointing the fingers at one another. Who'd you vote for? Where do you line politically and all that? And like all that matters, you guys, it does. But right now we need to put it aside and come together because listen.
No. No. Who you voted for fucking matters as to whether or not we're letting you into the clubhouse. It does fucking matter. Because baby, I'm not letting you in if you voted for someone who is taking away the rights of me and everyone I love. My community is Black, brown, and queer people. That's my community. That's who I am in community with. If you voted for someone who's trying to take away my trans friends and family's lives, fuck you very much. I don't care about you. I'm not letting you in. I don't care if you just now saw the light. You can eat an entire bag of dicks for that. No. Sorry. I'm not. Like, this right here is telling me you did vote for him. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be saying this shit. You wouldn't be out here trying to pretend like, no, like, we have to come together. We're not coming together with y'all. Because you're still racist. And the reason I know that you're still racist is because you're sitting here, right now, and you don't know who the fuck to talk to or what to do. And you would if you were in community with Black and brown people and queer people, but you're not, and that's why you don't fucking know. Like, I can't. Thank you. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Who does she think is making and enacting policies? I don't. Not buyer's remorse, Jesus. Like, I just don't. Yeah, when she had Nancy Grace on, this was even before I even felt like that that true crime, because I have started getting a funny feeling about it, like the true crime and makeup. And this was even before she had Nancy Grace on. I was like, oh no, fuck this bitch for real. But like, I genuinely can't. This is what we're talking about. All y'all need to get together, apparently, since y'all have to be at the front of your movement. All y'all who just woke up, like, because you can keep it white supremacists, you know what I mean? You can keep your anti-Trump white supremacist group together. Y'all can get together and be like, okay, so we still don't give a fuck about black and brown people. We still don't care about gay people, but we do care about our whiteness and our money. So like, if we could just get together and figure out how to stop this, that would be great. How do we do this? Like, just do that. Like, y'all get together and have your white supremacists against Trump movement, and we'll be fine. Like, it's fine. Just leave us the fuck alone. Like, I'm
We need to
annoyed.
figure something out. This shit ain't working. And what I'm saying right now isn't about views, clicks. I have no monetary gain. I don't give a flying fucking shit about fuck.
We know.
What are we going to do? Just know I'm fully self-aware that I am going to get dragged to shit.
Early voting has started, just in case you didn't know. Vote if you can. Early voting has started.
For asking this question. Because who the fuck am I? Right, I get it. I'm fully aware. I have not lost my mind. I'm not suicidal. I'm not crazy. Yes, I am on like medication, like Prozac and stuff, sure. Like if I want to out myself fully, I mean, we just want to be honest here, because who the fuck am I? But I've just been very observant, and I've collected notes, and it's gotten to a place.
I'm so sorry. Did you just say you're observant? I don't think so. I don't think so. Bailey, release your job, release your money, release your mind, right? This is not a call to action. This is a crash out. And it's like the mildest of crash outs. Like, she's just over here, like, you don't have to lose your mind to see that this is fucked up. Just FYI, you don't have to have lost your mind. You don't have to be crazy. I'm like, I feel like most of us are on some kind of medication. I should take my ADHD medication. Like, I should get back on it at some point. Not going to do it because the system, I'm afraid that I would somehow lose my job and access to my medication. And I don't know if y'all know this, but ADHD medication without insurance is expensive as fuck. So I just rather not be stressed about it. That's what it's like when you're a regular person. When you're a regular person, you have to like make these kind of calculations. So like a lot of us regular people, even when we can get medicated for certain things, just don't, because we know that our insurance is tied to our job and we don't want to lose access to our medications, because again, like a lot of us regular people down here, we've had to do that before. Medication that costs us $350 with insurance, when we don't have insurance, is suddenly like $175 that we don't have. Okay.
So like, you guys, seriously, what are we gonna do? Even if I'm just speaking to us millennials specifically, what are we gonna do?
There are lots of millennials doing things.
Because clearly what's going on right now is not working. Everyone's complaining, and no one's coming up with a plan of like, what are we gonna do?
Bitch.
Like, we need to come up with a fucking plan, you guys.
You guys.
Right, okay, with the understanding.
Nobody has a plan. You guys, nobody's doing anything. Hey, SJ. Oh my God. You guys. The next video is going to be like, hey, did y'all know that Mamdani was elected because of grassroots movements. Did you know that that was possible? You guys, guess what I just found out? Did y'all know that mutual aid was a thing? You guys, I just found out about Palestine. Like, this, like many of you have said, this feels like something you just drop into a group chat. I did see this Four Agreements poster, and I don't know what the hell that means. Let's find out, because I am nothing. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, I feel like I hate it. Is this self-help bullshit? It is. It is. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Because this is what's in the background. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. You know, we're going to put that away. We're going to put that away now. I'm going to move on. We're going to put it away.
Ending of right here, right now, on this day, everything is bad. Can we agree? Great. All these leaders, the people in charge, the government, these systems, whatever, they have all of our information. We are fully dependent on our phones and our devices. Can we agree? Like, let's stop resisting. We are. Can we agree?
Girly, we've been saying that. Also, Girly, where were you? And Elon Musk and his cronies were just like snatching up all of our social security numbers, to the point that they're now saying like, oh shit, we might actually have to like issue new social security numbers to fucking everybody. Like that is where we are right now. And he didn't stop any spending, FYI. Like none. Do you have a Cybertruck? Anyways.
It's like we're being held hostage, though. So what are we gonna do? Like, we seriously need to put our differences aside for just a fucking minute and fully rage against the system that's in place right now, in America specifically. Because this isn't working.
This is giving lockdown, imagine. If you know, you know. It's very much giving.
Keep correcting me, telling me that it's Cybertruck and not Tesla truck.
I don't fucking care.
I don't care what it's called. I hate them.
Well placed.
I hate them. I need them off the streets. I need them off the road. I need them on the highway. I need them out of my town.
We did need this.
Fuck. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Tesla trucks. Cybertruck. Fuck.
Like And here's the thing. I'm going to go look at the comments, and I promise you there's going to be other white girlies being like, I feel you, girly. I'm scared too.
That's my opinion.
What do we do?
And I'm talking to like humans out there right now. I know
Oh,
most of you understand this. We're tired of playing their rules.
here I
in
was
their
thinking
game.
that you were talking to cats, but it's
Great.
humans.
Great. So, we played their rules. We've done everything we were supposed to do. Went to college, got the good grades, fucking invested, tried to get a house. Some of us did, some of us fucking still can't. We've played their rules, and it's not working.
You in
And we're
danger,
being held
girl.
hostage. Because we're fully dependent on our devices and the government and everything, and it's not working. And I sound crazy. Oh my god, I sound crazy.
If you say you sound crazy one more
I know
time,
someone out there understand.
number one, that is how governments work. And if they work properly, yes, you should be able to depend on them. We tried to tell you a long time ago that the US government is absolute hot garbage and we shouldn't allow this. We've been telling y'all for a long time that the Democrats will not fucking save us and that they've been over here just playing like a little game. They just play like a little game. Republicans fuck a bunch of shit up and the Democrats come, they clean up the mess, and it looks like we're all like, see, the Democrats did stuff. But meanwhile, some of us, myself included, had no idea about all the extra shit that they were doing back there. We're like, oh my God. And now we're finding out more and more like, oh, oh, it's the whole system. Like, all y'all monsters. All y'all are monsters. And then, and now you're here like, oh my God, I'm talking to you, human being to human being. Girl. Yeah, imagine saying the most basic shit and then thinking you sound crazy. She should buy this bridge I have for sale. Tear and paper. You're gonna get in trouble. Why? Why would you say that?
You need to leave.
I can't stand y'all. I love y'all. Oh, like, not somebody saying, did she just spawn on Earth? Like, it feels... We've been trying to tell them that the system is rigged. We've been saying it, and they're like, what do you mean? But you know what y'all came with? Y'all came with, my family didn't own slaves. My family didn't own slaves. That's what y'all came with. And we're like, okay.
Okay. Oh God. Fuck. I hate that I'm the one like saying this in the first place, and I'm seriously gonna upload this. Oh my God.
Maybe you should have done it in a live stream format
because
so people could inform you.
us humans, fuck whatever side you're on.
No. The side you're on matters.
We need to come up with a plan.
The side you're on matters, and here's why, Bailey. Because one side is okay with what's happening. One side is actively telling people that they are going to call ICE on people just because they pissed them off. We're catching these people on film all the time. Like, if a white lady gets annoyed, she's like, you know what? I'm calling ICE. That's why it matters what side you're on. Because one side is perfectly okay with everything that's happening. And again, I feel comfortable and confident in saying you were okay with this until you started seeing white people being snatched up off the streets and murdered. Because that was supposed to be, you know, people who look like me. And now it's people who look like you, and you're like panicked. You're like, oh my God. Exactly. The side you're on is what greenlit this in the first place. It's so frustrating. Like, I don't even know what to say to people when they're doing this. Again, the time for coddling is done. It's done. We can't keep coddling y'all into this, because we tried very gently patting you on the hands and telling you, like, listen, we're not saying that you being white is a problem. We're not. We're trying to explain to you how you just regularly, every day, benefit from being white. We're trying to explain to you how, even with all of your tattoos, because like tattooed white women love to do this, like, I get followed around in stores too because I have a bunch of tattoos. And like, okay, it happened to you like one time. It happened to us so much that we started making jokes about how we just started putting those people to work who follow us in stores. Being like, do you have this in this size? Do you have this in this size? If they're going to follow us around. That's how often it happens to us. Like, the systemic racism that attacks us at every turn. The way that we're constantly having to like work together with other marginalized groups and say like, hey, by the way, you getting closer to whiteness is not going to help you, and try to get them together too. Like, we just don't have time to add y'all into the mix anymore. So like, okay, girl.
What are we going to do?
We're doing it already. Thank you, though.
And I'm not asking anyone to fucking... Actually, I don't know what I'm saying.
We know.
I just know, like, we the people need to do something.
Do something.
Because what's going on isn't working. Can you tell? It's not working, you guys. You go into crippling debt because you break a leg. You're in crippling debt because you went to school. You can't afford a house because they keep moving the fucking goalpost. You're trying to save, and then there's some kind of new law or something that prevents you from saving, and then people blame you because it's your fault. That it's always your fault. Everything's your fault right now. That's how we're made to feel.
Oh,
About
girl, not just right now. Do you remember? Okay, see, Pepperidge Farm, again, remembers when people were trying to say, hey, they should actually forgive student loan debt. Because the rates were predatory, the interest rates were predatory, how they were giving you all of this money at 18 and you had no idea how it would work. The fact that they lied to you, you know, because like they're like, when you go to college, don't worry about these loans because you will make enough to pay them off. As like by the time you're out, like you'll pay them off in 4 years or something, 4 or 5 years, you'll make enough. And I would just like to say that when that was happening, when I was in college, we still have about the same starting salary, which is somewhere in the neighborhood of $35,000 to like $38,000 and an entry level position. Those jobs still, like, they're still doing that. That was like 20 years ago. Jobs I had 10 years ago still pay the same amount. I have ADHD, so I've had many careers. If you can feel me on that, raise your hand, say ho. But like, we said this before, and then tons of y'all came out of the woodwork being like, well, I paid off my student loans and I just don't think it's fair. That shut the fuck up. And we tried to tell y'all, shut the fuck up. Who cares? Why would you want other people to suffer just because you suffered? Like, you shouldn't have had to, is what we're trying to tell you. And then y'all came out being like, okay. It's giving she just watched John Q and was like, that seems unfair. Right. She is super lost and confused, but there's no reason for her to be. And I'm saying that now as like, we do have phones and all this. So we have access to more information than we've ever had access to before in our lives, like at our fingertips, this information now. Because I feel like her phone's got to be in here somewhere, right? She could be looking this shit up. Instead, she made a video saying, what are we going to do, guys?
And listen,
Hi, Juki.
it's not our fault. It is not our fault. We have to stop complaining and we have to fucking do something.
Congrats on your 21 balls of hellfire, Cat.
So what are we going to do? Let's put our differences aside for a minute and fully rage against the system right now. Because
why are you trying so hard to not say machine?
It's not working. And we, just normal, everyday people, me and you, like your neighbor, taxpayers.
Girl, we would never be neighbors because I would never have the kind of money that you have.
The fucking rules, because they're not working. So what are we gonna do?
Explode Speckles, because you just said it again.
We seriously need a plan. Like, and this is like an opportunity for a major pivotal moment. Because if we don't do anything, then
it's Saturday night. She's like literally learning nothing.
For us normal everyday people, yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Hey, Serenity.
And we're just gonna keep fighting and bickering with one another about pointless bullshit. Like, who gives a flying fuck?
We do.
Right now? About your beliefs or anything. Like, who cares? We just...
Okay, as a media nerd, even though the movie was terrible, I just need to take us back to the pretties and why you should, in fact, give a flying fuck. Okay? Because Joey King was there infiltrating so that she could bring people back over to the side of the pretties and find the bad guys. The whole time she was pretending she was with them. Granted, she did end up being like, oh my God, like, this is fun. I do like doing hard labor or whatever. But by the time she figured it out, it was too late and she had given up the whole crew. And that, boys and girls and theys, is why we have to give a fuck about what side you're on.
Basic shit. I want to know,
Not
like, if I get sick,
No
I
Kings
will not go into crippling debt. Right? Can we agree? Great. So what are we going to do?
Why are you yelling at me?
Fighting every step of the way? What are we going to do? We played their rules. It's not working. And why am I the one saying this? Fuck!
Nobody knows why you don't know about any of the organizations that exist. No one knows but you. Only you can prevent brain atrophy. I don't. Yeah, like, does she know her neighbors? Start there, maybe. Like, I don't know. This very much reminds me of how much my mother used to. She's not doing it as much now because she's finally realized like she should probably learn how to build this shit because I'm, tired a lot of times. But she'll buy furniture and things and then expect me to put it together for her. And then it's like she finally quit doing it because she was like, yeah, I might have to wait months for Audra to have the energy to put it together, because I'm the man of the house. So she's like, I might have to wait months. Thank you. Well timed. And now she finally started to be like, I'm going to pay attention to what it is I'm buying so that I can actually put it together on my own and I don't have to wait three to 5 months for Audra to like have the energy to do it. You're not the only one saying it. It's been said.
Just like an emotional, psychotic. She's having a mental breakdown, but I know like maybe 3 of you out there are understanding what I'm saying. And for us 3 people out there,
right?
What are we going to do? Because this is not working.
Fem Dandy, that part. They've been showing protests on Good Morning America.
People stop dividing us into sections. We all want the same things. Basic human needs right now at this point. So what are we going to do? People just want housing, food, and to know that they're going to be okay. So what are we going to do?
Has she sold the house? As far as I'm aware, she currently has a house. Just checking. Minding my business. I feel like my whole...
Anyone have any ideas here? Come on. Come on. We got it. This has got to be a conversation and not just to like label me as a mental breakdown. This has got to be a conversation.
Nobody thinks you're having a mental breakdown.
This has got to be a conversation. And we cannot let this shut down. Like it's shut down. Can we all agree? Our healthcare system sucks. Can we all agree? Great. So with that in mind,
what has happened to her that she's what has happened? Because she keeps bringing up healthcare. What the fuck happened to her? Thank you. This righteous yelling and finger snapping is hella gross. I desperately need hi Skeletal. Listen, Skeletal, welcome back in. I had to mute it because like YouTube side. But I genuinely am confused what this is supposed to do for me. And for anyone who's trying to like figure out what to do. I mean, at least the video is titled appropriately. What are we going to do? Because there are no answers. It's just her repeatedly asking you to tell her what to do.
Why do we keep going along with it? Because we're being told we have to, essentially. Okay, great. Great. Next. So insurance companies as a whole. Let's just break it down easily here. If I get into a car accident or something, at the end of the day, I'm paying a bunch of money to still have to pay a bunch of money. If I'm understanding what insurance companies do.
Yeah, so Mitt Romney and Obama, which Obamacare is essentially Mitt Romney's plan. They were trying to do something about this. And y'all were like, no. So much so that they didn't even know that ACA and Obamacare were the same thing and that they were just like voting away their own health care. This is like when you want to go full Karen, but there is no manager. I know, Dolan. She's so close. She's so close. I just would like to know when, where, what have you been doing this entire time? I kind of feel like she's about to be like, and did y'all know that TikTok exists? Like, did you know if you boil water, like you're getting, what was the trigger for this girly? I'm white, but I'm not understanding the crash out from this. What millionaire that has a platform that can mobilize her audience to call lawmakers, organize protests, et cetera, et cetera. Right. Hey, Dr. Deadworth, welcome back. Good to see you back in. Yeah, I'm confused. Because like that's a thing that she could say. Because again, there's 5 minutes potentially left, right? Because 8 plus 5 is 13, which would be 33. I'm not great at math. So I'm confused why you can't even just be like we've spent 28 minutes of her going, what are we going to do? Let's put aside our differences. And we have to get together as a people. Who cares who you voted for? Because obviously that means I did, in fact, vote for Trump. And I don't want you looking it up and then showing that I voted for him, because those kind of voting records are kind of public. So I don't want you to do that. So what are we gonna do? Over here trying to Janet Jackson, Busta Rhymes the situation. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you don't, you can look it up.
Right?
Sir, in just a minute.
You're paying
Just
a lot of money
guys.
to still pay a lot of money? Okay, great. Great. So then we're just trying to get housing and just, can we have somewhere to live? Because the goalpost keeps getting moved here. Because at this point it's like, no, you can't own anything. Actually, you have to rent. Okay, great. So I'm paying a bunch of money we're just hemorrhaging money here. Can we agree that this is not working?
It's not just that you can't own a home, girly. It's that you can't even rent. It's that people have full-time jobs. And because of a credit system that was put into place, because Black people, you can't even make mistakes when you're young. Because if you think about it from this perspective, if you got a credit card at 18, stop paying on it at 18, there's 7 years. That this shit stays on your credit report. So even if you like paid other bills and did all this other shit on time, like they can, that one thing can still fuck you up. So they can't even get an apartment. And even if your credit's great, a 1-bedroom apartment is like $2,400. And I don't know if you know a lot about real estate and what that says about the economy, but it doesn't say good things, okay? Because if apartment rent and the cost of a mortgage are approximately the same, we are in bad times. We are in terrible, terrible times. If we're getting more horror films being made and released in February, we are having horrible, terrible times. If Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the hottest nights at the strip club, we are in terrible times. Wait till she learns about redlining. Jesus. Right. Okay, as I scroll down, y'all can't see it, but there's a channel here, Political Punk. I scroll down. This is because I do watch like political stuff. There's Hassan here. There's iHip. There's even white ladies. iHip is white ladies. Bailey, have you heard of them? I'm sure you're not going to watch this video, but you might. iHip News. These are white ladies doing white on white crime, and I think that you would enjoy them. They're snarky. They call Trump cankles McTaco tits. My stomach just sounded like a bomb. I know that there's food over here, but I'm waiting. I am homeless because the strip club industry plummeted after 2020. I hate her. Jesus. a lot of the clubs and here, and I don't know how it is everywhere else because I live in Texas. I don't live anywhere else. The way that they constantly try to move strip clubs to like weird parts of town, industrialized parts of town. And then what's been making it worse is that then they decide, because we start running out of like land in some of these what used to be rural areas, then they move into these industrialized areas and then push the strip clubs out again. Like they were already on the edge of town, and then they're like, we're gentrifying this area now, so strip clubs aren't allowed in the city ordinance now. So bye. Las Vegas is quiet. Hey, vision of you. Haven't seen you in a minute. I have seen you in comments, but listen, again, I've been working a lot. I think I get to respond to like 7 comments, and then I'm like, bye.
Anyone? Okay, great. So what are we gonna do? Because for 1 minute, we actually need to come together.
Have you tried calling your congressman?
Stop pointing the fingers at everyone, and we just kind of like need to come together and agree that this isn't working.
Have you attended a protest? I feel like you're in LA and you were close enough for all of the ICE protests that were happening there. Did you do that? That was like everywhere. That was news everywhere. Did you do that? Because like you could have done that. But I like the strip club. I'm sorry, but the dancers are very athletic and the glitter is gold, okay? And they smell so good. And it's like when I'm in the mood for touch, okay? They will put their boobies in my face. And it's good. I was being sarcastic, sorry. Yeah, call Newsom. There's so many places. Like, you have money. You can go places and go to other places where there are protests happening. You can go to Kentucky. Like, there's so many places. You could go, what is it, Minnesota? You can go there. Like, it's wild. Oh, when I danced, I bought the most candy smelling sprays at Walmart. That's how I smelled so good. I loved it. It was like my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing about the club was how the girls smell. And like the thing is, when you're a girl and you go in there, like, especially because if you're a girl and you go with guys, because they're like, ugh, like I'm gonna buy you a dance, and I'm just like, I'm gay, so you're doing me a favor and you're spending your money. Okay. Oh no, there's smelly good titties in my face. What am I gonna do?
Because I don't know, but I know I think we can all agree at this
I smell like
point
dessert.
that it's not working. Jesus Christ, everything is bad. We get it. So what are we gonna do?
Me at the strip club when I'm Ace. I'm also Ace.
Title this Bailey Sarian having a mental breakdown, whatever the fuck. As long as the message gets across. What are we going to do?
What message are you trying to get across, baby? Questions?
And again, I'm not suicidal, I'm not mental, I'm nothing. So if I all of a sudden die or like get taken out, my brakes go out, anything like that, like just for asking the question of what are we going to do? Because I'm fully self-aware I'm about to get dragged to shit for just asking this simple question. And it's like gonna be embarrassing because at the end of the day, I'm asking a very simple question of what are we gonna do? Because this is working. Great. Great. And I'm a little embarrassed that I'm the one pointing this out. But here I am on my channel using my...
Not you taking a page out of Marjorie Taylor Greene's playbook. Girl, no one is after you. Like, if I suddenly disappear, I just want you to know I asked a question of the government. Green Gob, she didn't say anything crazy enough. What is happening? What is happening? Sometimes you're not invited to the function because you don't do coke, and that's okay. I don't understand this. Hello? genuinely, I can't deal with this. Like I can't. This is so wild. Like, but here I am on my channel. I'm using that's actually perfect. That's on rotation, and the fact that it did that one, amazing. I genuinely can't believe that in 2026, this is what people like her are doing. I just came to ask a question. This question has been answered. I'm sorry that you're on the first book of this chapter, like the first book of the series. You know what I mean? And this series is 80 books long, and I'm sorry that you're so far behind. And you're the one who said that, like, we're all addicted to our phones and shit. And like, I'm confused why you didn't use that to just even look anything up. She seems like a person who has friends who are cops. Girl. I want people to wake up. Don't get me wrong. I do want people to like wake up and have an awakening. But like when you have, because if you can't see it, it's because it's very small print, 7.88 million subscribers. Girl, you have 7.88 million subscribers. And I'm never even going to attempt to do the math on what she makes on videos. This video has 500,000 views, over almost, we're getting to the over point, okay? And I don't even know how much money you're going to make from this video alone. Where you just, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? Hey, what are we going to do? And I am confused. Enjoy your lurk, B-Rai.
Presenting the Samani Aziz.
Hi, Cheyenne. Tomorrow we do our collab because tomorrow is the 18th. I'm gonna have to pause. Yeah, somebody has had to have said something to her. Like I this is just kind of, I don't know what to do anymore with these people, except for slightly mock them, or actually I'm just gonna roast them. Like I try to be kind sometimes, but I'm not a nice person and I don't have any patience.
Platform to maybe point this out. So what are we going to do? And I'm fully self-aware. Big screen TV. I have a home. Blah, blah, blah. Can we put our differences aside?
No.
What are we going to do?
No. Because when you have this kind of money, you should have motherfucking answers. If you come out here with 7.8 million, which at this point we may as well call 8 million, even though it doesn't say 8 million subscribers, but we're rounding up. Twitch does it to me all the time. It says I have 2.6K followers. That's probably not true. Probably have 2.5 and some change, but they rounded up doing the same thing. You have this many people who you have access to provide information, and instead you came out here like a big ass crybaby being like, what are we going to do, guys? I'm scared. And like you have the ability to help. You could have had protest information in your D-Box. You could have had information for ICER on how you can report and let people know, like, hey, ICE is here. I see ICE in my neighborhood. You could have had organizations that people can join. You could have told us you donated money to various organizations that are helping the Congo, Sudan, Gaza. Like you could, all of this, you could have had all of this happening. You didn't. There's nothing in your description, like there's nothing. You're not providing one single fucking answer, and I'm so sorry, but there are people who have nowhere near the reach that you have, who have this information, who provide this information on a fucking regular basis. I showed some of them earlier. There are people who don't have the reach that you have, who have information, and you're over here like, oh, what do I even do? What are we even gonna do, you guys? Like, the government is bad. What do we do? What even is this? Insurance, am I right? Wild. It's People are being kidnapped. What are we gonna do, you guys? We're all human beings. I look like shit. This is bad. What are we gonna do, you guys? Trying to even figure out where she's looking. Like, what do you mean? Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here, Marana. So she's finally having the same experience as everyone else. It's wild. It's wild. Like, girl, you can't be out here supporting cops and Nancy Grace. Your coverage of the Depp Heard trial, abysmal. And now suddenly you're over here like, what are we going to do? We need to put things aside. I actually would like for you to apologize about the Depp Heard situation, to be so fucking honest. To be so fucking for real. Did you revisit that shit, girl?
Because we're playing their rules and it's not working and we're just bickering amongst each other for what? What have we accomplished? Seriously, what have we accomplished?
You wouldn't know.
Cool, we got certain rights passed and now it's all being taken away from us. Great. So obviously no one's looking out for us. So what are we going to do? We, just as people, as humans, what are we gonna do?
It's being done.
Because I'm kind of done playing by their rules. Can we agree that it's
We've been done.
Again, if you get hurt, you shouldn't go into crippling debt over it.
Of course she was.
You shouldn't lose your house.
Of course she was on Johnny's side.
You shouldn't lose anything. We're paying so much money for everything, but we own nothing. And everyone...
Did she just find out that if you don't pay your property taxes, even if you paid off your house, that the government can just snatch your house up? Is she just now discovering eminent domain? I'm sorry, I'm being a dick. Now I'm truly being an asshole for no reason.
Just laying it away. And that's fine. So I'm done accepting all the explanations and I'm simply asking the question, like, what are we going to do?
Speckle, she in here like, they're called boobs, Ed.
Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh my God, and why am I the one asking? I hate this. I just hate this so much.
It's almost over, but I would like to invite you, Bailey, to looking up how the prison industrial system is a form of slavery and how we actually need to get rid of it, because you commit a crime and you're never free of it. You never get to move forward. And that's not how it is in other countries. That's something that you could look into. That's not how it is in other countries. In a lot of the other countries, you don't even have like an early release. There's like in a lot of other places, it's like you will serve a term no less than 5 years, and like that's it. You will serve 5 years, and if you fuck up, like you might serve longer, right? But you will serve 5 years, and then you get out, and then you can still like rent an apartment. You can still get a job. Like these things don't necessarily prevent you from that. They're not like using that to keep you locked in the prison industrial system. And that's why so many people end up having to return to a life of crime, right? And even if the life of crime wasn't even truly like a life of crime, you know what I mean? They just like made a mistake when they were like 20. And now they're fucked for the rest of their lives. Okay. I just would invite you to go look at that. And like, did you know that they are still allowing like the prisoners? I feel like I was on maybe Jason D100 stream where they were showing that like prisoners, I feel like it's in Alabama, correct me if I'm wrong, who work at McDonald's, and they don't get paid, by the way. They don't get paid. If they're good, they get to come out and do like they work at McDonald's. But caveat here, once they get out of prison, the same McDonald's that they worked at for free, they can't get hired at. And do you know why? Because they're a criminal. I want you to go look that up. These are the things that are happening that you aren't aware of. Okay? I want you to start doing some research. Come out here. You have 8 million people. You have 500,000 people who watch this shit, and you could have given them information, and you're what you said here in this description box is, hey, so everything to lose here, nothing to gain, no edits, genuinely asking. First of all, you're losing nothing, losing absolutely zip zilch zero anything by posting this whack ass video that you could have just left in the drafts, babes. Do you know, sometimes I make something and I'm like, hey, maybe I should just keep that to myself. Sometimes I don't, you know what I mean? I have impulsivity problems. But wow, just asking. I will shut up and carry on, but just wanted to ask. I have zero solutions, but I'm just going to keep looking at y'all like, what do we even do? It's so freaking radical.
Now what? To be continued, I suppose. Oh fuck! I can't believe if I upload this for reals. Here I go. You know.
And I would also just like to say, I love that you spent the majority of that video staring at your own reflection. Now, here's the thing. I have made beauty content. I do understand the need, especially if you don't have like if it's not directly like kind of above the camera, like your viewfinder and shit. I do understand making sure that your shit is in focus, but at your size, I feel like you should know how to put that shit together at this point. Wild. Like, listen, Bailey, us thinking you're a dumbass doesn't give us the right to take your shit away so you're not losing shit. Right. She does look stupid. But that's not my problem. Let's get her to start posting about how the largest form of theft in America is wage theft. Now that's true crime, 100%. Like, understand that, what about Brett Favre? One of the largest welfare thieves. What about Brett Favre? Go look that shit up. Do a video on him. Put some makeup on and talk about Brett Favre and how the fuck he stole. I just can't deal with it. So then you come down here and you have the, oh my God, you're not alone. And they're like, Bailey, you do realize you have more subs than Candace Owen, right? Your reach is huge. But what is the point of this reach? Are y'all like all of these people living in an alternative reality? There's no point of the reach if you don't use it. Yes, I am glad when people wake up and start saying like, oh shit, things are bad. But the problem is, all the comments are filled with people, and I'm gonna assume most of them are white women, and they're just out here like, oh, you don't sound crazy, you sound like you're paying attention and are devastated, and we all should be. We are crying with you. We can't understand what's going through. Oh my God, this is comforting because the lack of reaction from everyone around me, I feel like I'm overreacting when everyone is just underreacting, baby. Oh, there was zero call to action. Respectfully, do some fucking research. Get in community with folks. I need you to realize, and everyone in the comments who's hyping you up, all of y'all need to wake the fuck up. You need to realize that many people have been speaking about this, are doing something, are organized, and y'all just showed up to this party, and now y'all all out here being like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? How do we fix it? Like, y'all are delusional for real, Cat. Like, delusional. This is delusion in its finest forms. Like, even Graham came over here and blew up my world with a Mardi Gras bitch raid. Amazing, right? But also talking about the things. Also has calls to action. You came on here, you complained, and you kept saying we, like you are part of the people being affected, and you are not. So what you have to do in these situations, like if I were you and I had 8 million subscribers and I had a net worth of $3.5 million, potentially, allegedly, according to the internet, my description box would be filled with information on what you can do. it would not just be me complaining. It would be me being like, these are the things that are happening and these are the ways that you can help. That's what I would have done. But you, girly, you just came on and said like, what the fuck's happening? What's going on? The fuck? Send help. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Brown and black people have been protesting for the last 3 years, if not since 2020. Like we have been on this shit since black and brown people have been in the country. And that means damn near since the beginning. Y'all are so frustrating. And we don't have the fucking patience anymore. We just don't have the patience anymore. Because we don't have time to coddle y'all. Everything is being enacted. Like we generally don't have this time. We don't have time to explain shit to y'all anymore. You have to start doing the work, and you're like sitting here like, oh my God, like, what do you mean? What are we gonna do? Girl, what are you gonna do? Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you listen to some metal. You should be cool with that. Like, what do you mean? This is so annoying. I'm so tired of these people. It's almost like you can tell she don't read when she's asking basic questions about important things. That's wild. I've never heard of her before, and I could tell by a few seconds of the video. Right. Listen, Dark Angel, I am going to be so honest. She doesn't even do enough research for her stories. Most of it is her just going to Wikipedia and is saying the shit on Wikipedia, which Wikipedia can be wrong, FYI, because it is edited by people. And there's nothing wrong with using Wikipedia as a source, but you also have to use other sources. She's also been asked multiple times by family members to take videos down. She's gotten things wrong. She's mispronounced people's names. She's very disrespectful to the victims. I don't fuck with it. And it's like she could literally do so many things, but she's just choosing. She's literally out here choosing ignorance. So, disrespectfully, Bailey, fuck you. What even was that? Yeah, like you could edit out the victims, and even if you don't edit out the victims, because here's the other thing. If you want to talk about, for instance, Jeffrey Dahmer and the things that he did, you can do that without glorifying Dahmer. The issue that people have with true crime, I think overwhelmingly, is the glorification of the perpetrators of this violence. That's the issue that most people have. And obviously the disgusting part. Thank you, Em. Like that is the disgusting part for most of us, is like, what do you mean you're glorifying the victims, or excuse me, glorifying the perpetrator? What do you mean you're putting on makeup while talking about how people were like dissected, eaten, raped? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're doing a mukbang while talking about these things? That's it. I know I was trying to watch the entire video and then I just didn't have time. I was like, I gotta go to bed because I wanted to stream today. And because I wanted to stream today, I was trying to be a little bit more careful about going to bed, because I don't fucking like to go to bed. Did y'all know that my streams look good? Because I just keep finding out. I know someone's gonna be like, what the fuck do you mean? I just keep randomly finding out. Like, I don't think that I just never realize it until, so then I realize it and I'm like, oh shit, they do look good. Because I'm not gonna get first, because fucking fuck ass Hermie. I love you, Hermie. But like, listen. Other creators are just what I call, who was in the video talking? I came in like just before the bits. Hi, poor boy. It was Bailey, Sarian, our resident I don't actually give a fuck about the victims true crime creator. And again, there is a place for true crime. It does need to exist. I don't agree with people who will be like, it doesn't need to exist. It does need to exist because it's how we do things to make ourselves safer. You know, like a big reason that people drop location to their friends when they go on a first date is because of things like watching true crime and understanding that going someplace with a person you don't know could result in the end of your life. Especially if you are a woman, if you are a trans femme, if you are a trans man, we are aware. If you're a sex worker, you know what I mean? We're aware that these folks could end up dead, and they know that. So now there's a whole thing where people tell their friends, like, this is where I am. They drop pin locations so that if anything happens, at the very least, we know where they were last. So, you know, we learn things. We learn about defending ourselves. Hell, most of us, because of a movie called Urban Legends, look under our cars and in the back seat before getting in, right? Like, we want to make sure nobody's going to cut that part of our ankle that we need to walk. We look in the back seat to make sure nobody's back there so that they don't pop up and murder us while we're driving. You drive into your garage, if you have one, and immediately drop the door down. You don't even turn your car off until the door's all the way down. Because if somebody happened to sneak in, you're just going to fucking ram the door and leave. Like, these are the things that we learn from this. Like, it is important. I feel like it's like history in some ways. But what we don't need is talking about true crime like you're just dropping hot goss for the girlies. That's all. There was a video about why aren't more true crime creators anti-cop, talks about how the system fails us on purpose and cops are usually responsible for messing up cases, if not the culprit. Yes. Male privilege is not thinking about any of this. Correct. The guy I covered was a chaser and a DV and just a POS, and we were on his neck because we knew one of his victims personally. Yes. Like, these are the things that you use true crime for. You know, cold cases, all of this stuff is really important because it continues to put pressure on finding the people who've done these things so that they cannot continue to do it. It's one of the reasons why I was like talking about like Bundy and Gacy. Like, if you watch the right documentaries, you end up finding out these guys were not masterminds. They weren't magic. Ted Bundy was not handsome. He was just white. And the reason he was able to escape from the police twice is literally because he was a white man, not because he was so crafty. This is a side note, but I appreciate you including trans men in that. Violence against us ain't talked about much in my experience. You know, I agree that this happens. I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't talk about it. Because trans men experience violence. The way, and it's like why I made like the little joke I made where I was just like, people talk about trans people need to disclose. I don't think so, but you do need to disclose that somebody died in your house. Like that is an important disclosure. Whether or not you're trans does not matter to me. I know that. I dated a trans man. And when he told me, I was like, okay, maybe I was too autistic for it. Maybe I was just too autistic. Thank you for the sub. I think I was. It's just like, I'm trans. And I was like, okay. What now? We're still dating, right? That doesn't end the dating, does it? Like, I was, the stress I had, I was like, wait, are we breaking up? Are you telling me this because we're breaking up? No? Okay, so we can just continue. Okay, cool. I'm the wrong person to disclose to because I don't care. It makes no bearing on whether or not we're going to keep dating. Now, if you want to have sex, that's a different question. Okay, because I don't want to. Thank you. I don't want to have sex, but we can date. People are more than genitalia. That part. I like smoochies. And to be fair, I am a pillow princess. I don't like the mutual stuff because I don't like the sounds of it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it when my body smells like your body. It's very upsetting to me and my spirit. But I haven't dated since I started transitioning because it's such a shit show. Dating is always nightmarish. And like, I think my favorite relationships now are all long distance because I don't like too much contact. I look but don't touch. What I mean is that the majority of men don't think about being victimized because they've never experienced being a victim. Yeah. And I think what's happening is also with cishet men, they have there is a constant that's being pushed out to them that they can't be victimized, they can't be raped, because they're men. And that's why trans men get left out of the conversation. That is why trans men get left out of the conversation. They shouldn't be, because they are victimized in ways that I don't even really want to discuss because it's very upsetting. But like, the way people think that they can get away with doing horrible things to trans men because they won't say anything. Disgusting. And it's not even that they won't, it's that a lot can't. They're aware that the system will not protect them. So they just have to like deal with it. Because like a lot of trans folks, they don't have insurance. They don't have access to a therapist. They can't they can't like work this out. So they have to like work it out and trauma dumping. And that's okay. Do what you got to do. Save yourself, boo. Dr. Deadworth, that part. I was living with a boyfriend and his parents recently. One day, the parents decided to ask me about if trans people have to disclose. Do cis people have to describe their genitals? When do they have to do that? When they meet someone? Genitals aren't relevant on a first date. You don't even know if you want to have sex yet. That part, I was just talking about this with M, where I think it's very weird that we have this whole thing where people just keep being like, well, they should disclose. And I'm like, that's not first date conversation. I need y'all to understand that that's literally not first date conversation. You don't even know if you like each other yet. She is her and he is him, or they are they. And that's not for, like, if you don't even like them, then you disclose for no reason and potentially put yourself in harm's way for no reason. For what? Like, how would I work that naturally into conversation? Right. Like, you're like, oh, this salad is so good. By the way, I'm trans. And in front of my salad? Right. Are you going to order dessert? By the way, I got a coochie. Like, what? Right. Like, I just think it's weird. I don't like, there's so many things you just don't discuss on a first date. Like, and I don't understand why that's a question. Like, straight people are weird. Transphobes are weird people. Are you enjoying your steak? Let me tell you about my meat flaps. Like, that's that. I mean, I genuinely, I don't understand. Like, when you put it into context like this, right? It doesn't make sense. Why would that be the topic of conversation? Why are we talking about our genitals on a first date? That's weird. Why?